Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 21 of Skyrim on the Xbox Series X. We are exactly where we're at the end of part 20. And we've still got the Uncap mod on, as always, at the moment. Right, let's read our spells first. Books, new skills people, new skills. So we've got Conjure Flame Atronak. Bast Sexual Healing, Fire Rune, Fireball, Firebolt, and those healing hands. Ice Spike, Lightning Bolt, Soul Trap. The Ethereum Wars, that's not new. Not overly sure why I've got that, to be fair. Right, level up and ride a pony. Here we go. Ooh. Why has our health got a perk on it? What are we wearing to get that? Well, might be worth topping the old magicka up, seeing as how we're about to use higher spells. Give me a higher spell. And where do we go now? Ooh, requires 60 for the next one of those. Destruction dual casting, so we could dump the sword and dual cast our new spells. So we need another 10 for that. So we need to keep using our destruction magics. Big time. Alright, let's have a look over here. Dual casting restoration. Magicka regenerates 50% faster. We can't do anything else until level 60, 90. Avoid death. Once a day heals 250 points automatically if fall below 10% health. Cast apprentice level restoration spells for half magicka. Well, we need that because we've just bought it. So that's the one, isn't it? Half magicka. Lock it in. Oh, wait a minute. We can do adept stuff. It's just that we don't get half magicka for it. I think that's what we're on about here. Yeah, so we can actually cast them, it just uses a lot of magicka. In which case, it might actually be worth buying the other book. Oh, he's gone now.
Bless you. May the ground you walk.
Buying the other books off him for the Frost and Sparks, whatever it was.
I'm too young to train with the sword.
Come to dragons, spells and incantations.
Not that I use them a lot, but
with the talent to guess them.
Frost. I've already got that, I think. Yeah. Oh, did I buy it already for the Frost one? No, maybe not. I'm not seeing anything else. Sparks, Steadfast Ward. Increases armor rating by 60 points, yeah. Negates up to 60 points of spell damage. Ah, right, okay. So this is like a shield that pushes back magic. I wonder if that's what I need against these mages. Increases armor rating by 60 points and negates up to 60 points of spell damage or effects. Move more quietly for 180 seconds. Just taking random stuff now. Alright, I think that'll do for now.
You know,
Right, well, we've spent a bit there.
you should join the mate.
Muffle. Reanimate corpse. Oh. I already had it. Steadfast ward. Already have it. Stone flesh. Really? I already had those two.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots.
It seems this damnable. Take a look.
Well, I can sell him a whole bunch of new stuff now because I've bought all the stuff off him. Oh, nice. Big jump that, wasn't it? Dawnbreaker. I don't know whether to fill that and give it back to Lydia, but anyway, never mind. I'll sell it for now. Right.
Your mind is the best weapon you have.
We need to sort out our favourites and magics and stuff. Well, I want to do it in a place where I can test them.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
And get rid of that marker now, right enough. Right, let's just come out of the village a minute. Let's have a save. So we want to do magics, destruction. So let's take that off. Let's unfavourite it because we don't need it anymore. So really we want lightning bolt, ice spike, firebolt, oh fireball as well, and fire rune maybe. On the healing we want fast healing. I don't think we'll need normal healing anymore. Healing hands, I'm sure that does me and Lydia. See, I'm wondering if I should use that instead of shield. Or put my magic in one hand and my steadfast in the other. I'd be a full mage then, but... And... No. Conjuration, we want conjure flame atronach instead of reanimate corpse as well, maybe. Yeah, that we can start using soul trap now. I'm sure you can get that on a weapon though. Try and fill our things for filling up our sword. Is that it? I think that's all we had in it. So, Firebolt's the new one. Fireball's the next one up, I think. Whoa. Yeah, we want to get... I can only do one of those at a time. That's bloody awesome though, isn't it? Healing hands. Yeah, that's
a nice spell. Are you a priest?
so we can heal Lydia, but the one I'll use most is fast healing. It's up there, isn't it? Whoa, that used a lot as well. Is fast healing adept then? Even still, probably better than... No, it's not too bad. It's because it was already low. So that's what we're after now. Middle of a fight, much easier. Ooh, now we're cooking, people. Now we're cooking. Right, let's get to the College of Winterhold. Well, this will put us in good stead for our actual college training. We'll go in the pub. It's always a quest to be had from the barman.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why
Just
people
say the
have
word
a
if you need a
problem with
drink
your
or something
college,
to eat.
Nelacar.
We may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or Solitude, but
I
we'll do
don't
what
deal
we
with
can
any
to make your
college
stay a
applicants
pleasant
these
one.
days, so don't bother asking.
I'm looking for an elven mage who studies stars.
Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions.
A priestess of Azura sent me. Oh, our persuade's not going to be good, is it?
You're working with the Daedra? Right. Now tell me the one about the Argonian maid and the lusty baron.
Look, I'm willing to pay 201 gold. I didn't agree to anything. I misspoke. 201 gold, there you
A
go.
few coins for my soul. If only you understood the irony. What do you know about soul gems?
Therefore enchanting, correct?
They are, except the gem is always consumed. They're frail, except for one. Azura's star, a Daedric artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malyn Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning.
What did Malyn do?
Malyn wanted to alter the star. He was dying, disease. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Illinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malyn went insane.
Find the elven mage during his vision, find Azura's star. Hey... How did the Daedra drive Malyn insane?
Azura is no ordinary Daedra. She commands an entire realm inside of Oblivion. The more Malyn worked on the star, the more she was able to damn him. It started slowly at first. Malyn would see things that weren't there. Then he would yell at students over words they hadn't said. Then one day I walked in and Malyn had killed a student, and in a horrific moment of inspiration, he started using her soul for his work.
It sounds like Malyn got what was coming to him.
The college would agree with you. But do you have any idea how many innocent lives were cut short just so Azura could have revenge? We're nothing to the Daedra. pawns to move around, praise and punish as they see fit.
You're with the college?
No. Gods no, not for years. I left Winterhold for some time, and returned to stay here at the inn.
Why would you live here in the inn?
I still have research that keeps me busy, and being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former colleagues.
How does Azura's star work?
I mentioned how the star is a soul gem, only it never gets depleted. There's another rule the artifact follows. You can only store white souls in the star belonging to the lesser creatures. Azura's magic won't allow black souls to enter it. As a mortal, Malyn's soul was black, so part of his work was breaking past Azura's rules. He was close before. Well, I already told you. Until next time.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact.
Is there an elven mage here that studies the stars? Well, I've just spoke to
The
him.
mages are up in the college. You can ask them if they'll let you in. Then again, Nelacar might know. He's an old-timer from the college, but he has a room here.
Speak to Nelacar, I just did. What can you tell me about Winterhold?
I'm afraid there's not much to be said. Winterhold is hardly what it used to be. You can talk to Birna if you need to buy anything. She doesn't have much, but could certainly use the coin. And then there's our little inn. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the college. Though even that's dried up some.
I overheard something about a college.
That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss. See ya.
Right, I think we're done, Lydia.
I told you what you wanted to know. What else could you want?
Well, only because it said talk to Nelacar, even though I already had. Just checking, my man. Just checking. Right. Ooh, it's chilly out here. I believe it's this way, Lydia.
Heard they're informing the Dawn God. Vampire hunters or something.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
What is this place?
Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge.
Why are you out here?
I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here?
May I enter the college?
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
I want to use the power of ice and fire to destroy any who oppose me. I desire to bend the will of those around me. I want to unravel the mysteries of Aetherius. I just want to see what it looks like inside.
Huh. Humor is often in short supply here. But I sense that perhaps you're after more than just that. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college?
Awesomeness.
Everyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
I think we both know I'll succeed here. Persuade.
No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort.
I'll take your test then.
Excellent. The Flame Atronach is a vital companion for anyone relying on conjuration. Summoning one here would certainly show your skill.
I can do that.
I look forward to it.
Well, that was a good job we bought all that then, wasn't it? Well, I'm saying that. Where is it? Have I not favorited it? Yeah, it's favorited. Conjure Flame Atronach. It's under C for Conjure then. There we go.
Much knowledge lies within the College. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Ervine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Very well. Mirabelle Ervine. Wow. There is an eye-opener and no mistake, Mr. Frodo, innit?
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
It's keeping a nice smooth 60 here. Health and safety, people, come on. I thought she was taking me there, but she's not.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here.
Hello, Mirabelle.
Welcome to the college.
I was told to come and see you.
Another new student.
Indeed.
I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
Novice Robes of Destruction. No, I don't need any of that. I'd love to have a look around. Sorry, I'm not ready for that just yet. Yeah, I'd love to have a look around.
Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Can't believe the quality of life difference in 60 FPS, you know, it's just unbelievable.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Very well.
Oh.
I feel like I should leave Lydia alone and just put her in the room and tell her to stay there.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Tolfdir is next then. I don't actually have a marker, do I? What's going on with my marker from a quest? Have I started a proper... Yeah, I've started a proper quest now. First lessons. I think I might know some of these lessons, all going well.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control. Mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
Listen to you. I'm a good student. I'm not really sure what to think. I think we should learn something practical. Safety should be the most important than anything.
Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
No, don't listen to her. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
We can do it. Puss in Boots.
Settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
Kind of. I have a ward spell, but I've never really used it.
That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go.
Okay, ward. Steadfast ward, there it is.
Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way.
Alright. I gotcha.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. And keep it several if you're talented.
I've got your back. All right, what is it? What do you need? Okay, got it. Anything else?
It's no secret that the College's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the...
I need ward a half magicka though.
Throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthaal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Nice. Under Sarthaal. Alright.
Skyrim.
Jzargo.
Different from... You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert level distraction spells yet?
Jzargo. I am Puss in Boots. Not yet, but I will. What did he cast? That's yeah, not yet, but I will.
Ah, this is good. But Jzargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jzargo.
You seem excited to be here.
Oh yes, Jzargo hopes to find things that will make him a more powerful mage here. Hopefully small things that fit inside pockets and will not be noticed if they are missing.
You seem very sure of yourself. Not everything is a competition, you know.
Oh, but you are wrong. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it.
Why did you become a student?
Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Jzargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Jzargo to become great.
You seem very sure of yourself.
There is much for Jzargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jzargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
If this there is no doubt. There's no doubt.
Warm sense.
New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better.
Why aren't there more why aren't there any Nords at the college?
Magic is shunned by most. If it can't be swung over your head and used to crack skulls, most Nords want nothing to do with it. Magic is seen as something for elves and weaker races. No offense, of course. Well, look at the evidence. Nords generally don't trust magic, so it's not off to a good start. Throw in the Oblivion Crisis, which was caused by magic users, and the troubles now with the Aldmeri Dominion, who are elves and magic users. And finally, take the fact that the college is the only thing left standing after most of Winterhold was destroyed. It's all fairly damning.
Is it difficult being away from your family?
Not at all. I consider it a blessing. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do.
Very well. Anyone else?
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. But magic is the same no matter where you go.
There was a... Yeah, it might be a different bear. Wherever the library was in this place, I remember there being some sort of... Oh, right, no, we don't get that until we become the Mage Master. Which happens pretty quickly, considering. The Arcaneum. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking of. I'm sure there's a book or something you have to get, or there's some sort of quest for it here. I remember it well.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly.
Oh, yeah.
Are we clear?
Urag gro-shub.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
What are you saying, Urag?
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance?
Is there any college business I can assist with?
If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations.
I'm ready for some adventure.
Well, all right. Here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful.
Find a copy of Ngasta. Blah. This is quite an impressive library.
A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact.
You take your work seriously?
Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials.
What have you got for sale?
I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them.
Well, that's very kind. Are there any special books you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalidors? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study. But more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Shalidors Insights. Are all the orc strongholds guarded?
The strongholds keep to themselves. Skyrim hasn't always been kind to the orcs. For an outsider like you to be accepted, an orc would have to make you blood kin and send word to the chiefs.
Can you make me bloodkin?
Trust like that is not freely given.
Right, okay.
Fight well.
And you, my friend. Archmage's quarters, yeah, we get that later. Assuming we're successful.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. If there are any problems, let me know.
What's expected of me here?
There are no expectations. This college is a place to study and practice magic freely. Hopefully any discoveries made in your pursuits will be shared with the members of the college first. That way we all benefit.
Where can I learn new spells?
Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Faralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that school. Phinis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration, one of the best in Tamriel, and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Collette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic.
But not you. I sometimes find them wandering around out here actually to level up the magics.
You know,
Oh, hello.
they
That
say
might be one.
knowledge is its own. You
Drevis Neloren. Of course I can, you muppet. Messing up my notes, people. Of course I can.
Found it all. I was quite sure I was invisible, or at least transparent.
Or at the very least, you know, slightly see-through. I'd like you to train me in illusion magic, please.
I shall explain to you the mysteries of the Outer Realms.
What kind of college charges you like that? Nice. Decent. Oh, hello. A couple of questions there. Which are the best illusion spells?
That's quite a difficult question. Never underestimate the ability to influence others. Whether they're friends or foes, they're almost all susceptible to illusion spells. They can turn the tide of a battle in a moment's notice. There are also spells that help in avoiding conflict altogether. Invisibility is tricky to master, but exceptionally useful.
Is there any college business I can assist with?
There may be a matter in which your skills could be useful. The various points of focus for magic energies around the college have become polluted and need cleansing.
Okay.
Very well. These specially enchanted gloves will allow you to delve directly into the focal points for these energies. Go to each focal point and remove whatever impurities you may find there. Return the gloves to me when you have finished. Please exercise caution. This is not a procedure without possible consequences.
Cleanse the focal points. Did I actually give this a name, this quest?
Use the gloves to clear the focal points. Return to me.
Mystic tuning gloves.
You have finished. I thought I made this rather clear. You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Right. Are these highlighted on my map anywhere then? What? They're not showing up on the map. Activate mystic focal point. Okay. So it's all of these glowy things then, is it? Any that have got big shiny things coming out of them? No. Okay, maybe it's just the ones inside the main door. Well, there was one inside that room, wasn't there? The big room over here.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolute. If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Well, it's not that, is it?
I have many important... Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world?
Probably.
Or are you only in it for yourself?
You've not heard of me then.
I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely.
What is it you do?
I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice.
Does the Archmage often ask for your advice?
Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting.
I'd like to know more about the Thalmor.
Stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire. We seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future.
Right, that's enough. That's enough of that.
Are you quite sure we need to be speaking?
Well, you followed me, you freak.
Which means if you become a problem, you get sent to me.
Hall of Countenance. Aha. Here we go.
I care little for idle conversation, but perhaps you need help with conjuration magic.
Oh, I do, yeah, don't go anywhere. Come here. No, don't go out there.
If you require assistance with summoning...
Phinis gestor.
Please, let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
Oh, what have you got for sale?
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Why did it say I'd already spoken to him about selling stuff? Can't remember that. Can I sell him something? Oh, yeah, I can. Certain things. Increases magicka by 30 points. Are there many conjurers outside of the college?
Not within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Falion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago.
Why did Falion leave?
He didn't like the Archmage. Hated dealing with him. Hated having to answer to him. Falion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Aren found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem.
A stir. Can you teach me about conjuration?
I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
I must level up to train more. Come on now. Harsh. Okay. Summoning undead isn't frowned upon?
I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Already got it all, haven't I? Right, well, maybe after level 20 I'll be able to come to you. Right, activate Mystic Focal Point. Grand Soul Gem added. Who's this? Faralda. Oh, I spoke to her at the beginning, didn't I?
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose.
Destruction magic training, please.
I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
You must level up to train more. Really? I'm on destruction level 40. Oh right. Well, I've already got 5 of 5. So I wonder what happens later then if I get higher. Any advice you can give me about destruction?
Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire.
Seems reasonable. What's the... I'm curious as to what the... Where's the... Conjuring? No. So what does the... Oh, Steadfast Ward, there it is. It's Restoration. It's an apprentice level. I should be doing that at half Master Magicka, but it seemed to run out really quick. Yeah, I should be getting half Magicka on a Steadfast Ward, but it seemed to last for ages. Yeah, sorry, it seemed to go down really quick is what I mean, not last for ages. Well, hello, there's a little... The midden. Alright, we'll have a look in there in a minute. There's another one. Oh no, that's the same one.
You consider
Collette,
restoration
marence.
full of magic worthy of study, don't you? Don't you?
Of course it's valid.
Good. Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in.
I'd like training and restoration.
I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
God damn it. Level up to train more. So that means I'm already at expert then, does it? So you're treated badly because of your work?
Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it.
Ooh. Oh, well, I'll take these then. That's not stealing. No. God's sake. What? Can you just take these as well? I like this section. Why do I keep getting that weird sensation? Oh no, I just stole something. Shit. Just one way to get a bear pelt.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Well, there was another staircase going up. Didn't get out of the midden, did we? That was the other thing. It was a horrible quest this when it took really long to go in and out of these doors. Just going at the same place, haven't I? Maybe not. Completed. Cleanse the focal points for magical energies around the college. Return to Drevis. Yeah, whatever the hell he is. Return to Drevis is the black one. That's it.
What you learn here...
Savos, Aren.
You are relatively new here, are you not? I haven't noticed you, but we have not spoken.
Hey, no, we haven't.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Aren, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear?
Dangerous research must be a problem here. What's the purpose of the college? I'd like to know more about the college's history. Dangerous research must be a problem.
Not often, no. Some risks must be taken to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us.
What's the purpose of the college?
Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us.
I'd like to know more about the college's history.
I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid.
What happened in the last few hundred years?
The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched.
What caused the Great Collapse?
No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case.
Tell me more about the collapse.
The sea of ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain.
Good chat, good talk.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's actually...
God damn it, he's moved this guy now. Ball of incontinence. Hey dude.
Illusion really is the least of
your focal points have been cleansed.
Yes, they have. I can feel the difference already. But of course I'm far more in tune with these sorts of things than most. Thank you. I appreciate your assistance.
Gloves removed. Oh well, that was worthwhile. Just a quest to let you see a bit of the buildings, I think. Right, well, where are we going on the map? Well, we didn't get. We got there. We could climb. We could walk down from the mountain. It's probably a bit closer, isn't it? That's the way to fight mages, isn't it? How come that's not taking any magic off me? What's going on there? Yeah, that bar's there, but... So does it only do it in a battle, is that what it is? Or does it only do it when it gets hit, maybe? Curious what that fight's like would be like with that guy now that was destroying my health with his magics. Hey, is that the others? No, that's different people. Who the hell are these guys and who's killing them? Oh, it's the... What the fuck? How on earth are they taking that much health off me? It's outrageous. It's winding me up, people, it really is. A couple of simple fucking things like that. Right, so this time let's try Firebolt. Firebolt. Give Firebolt a go. First, the thing is, I don't know how accurate you've got to be with Firebolt. Oh, that's different people.
Move along.
Dalosite.
Keep walking.
I am walking. Leave me alone.
Move along. Move along.
Well, we didn't get them this time, did we? Check that out. There's the team. Well, I think I'll have a proper save actually. I had one for a while. Well, we have hit the hour mark as it happens. I think that may well be an ideal place to wrap it up for that part. Beautiful. Well, we're making progress in lots of different places, people. I've usually done Winterhold a lot earlier than this in this game, but I kind of avoided it and did other stuff in this playthrough, but just got a bit sidetracked wandering about, which may be why I've felt underwhelmed in a lot of fights. Anyway, thoroughly enjoying that still. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Skyrim on the Xbox Series X, and I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Take it easy. Bye.
Concern you, friend.